My culture says political power in the hands of a fool is the most dangerous and the most scariest thing you can ever experience anywhere in the world. And Africa, because of some of these things. Because when you're that, what's in a radio, some of the summer work discussions are why the way of conducting then you ask yourself, say, such a mind, why would such a mind even get close to your friends higher office? Wow. The sessions are shaping the future of a country like Ghana. Our young people, say, yeah, to Obama and Yansa for I'm a more make a decision. Sabaya on betting me a position in your future. Such a mind, involved in such a discussion. On my own Koswa, you shouldn't be surprised because these are some of the things. And these people are so greedy to the extent say once or more access to power, no, they have this desire to satisfy all desires if you are more. The desires are insatiable that will do everything to. For instance, what is a sika or hawakwaji? Yen could be a bro in a dear way, unim home matching, unim home. But because our power to assess money, be a NFL. But only more be our yeah. And Tisasikan and Sanka. So because of privileged position when you know, where he is not even owning Hoshi Krano, he will be assessing those money and then or the other. And that explains why Africa consistently in Ghana, Bray, said Nipanya to me and not really say what is so Nasubi Mada. And said no, it's a lesson to everybody. I dear Bakwa Matanas here who say arrogance, they are the very moment a black man benya to me per a dear Bakwa or the differentiating the whole from others, arrogance. They become so disrespectful. Ebia Listowel and I job bear one crime to be friend in the common. Suddenly, over 10 missed calls, 10 missed calls. On few campus were thrown back. That is the sort of your friends and one weak minds in your power. That is how they project that power for you to know, say, Nadia, Madru baby. But if you are smart, you know, say, power is just a passing phase. Whatever it takes, you exit the phase, another person will come. Culture say, oh, occupy officer. You should know, say, you are just a temporary occupant. Officer, no bit once and over. You exit, another person will come. The difference is time. The only difference is time. So, to me, Nama na or Koba na or to turn around. And I listened to some of the interview threatening John Mahama as if he never thought. Yeah. As a fool, when you have access to political power, he thought to say, oh, and but politics, the dynamics are very complex. Then as a foreign, but you see, very often you see them on TV shouting, and I'm a bold, me, or coward, tell you, for example, Canada, Japan. Awkward tonight TV so kaka say yanku when I'm for the band say President Mills penso ukai make pa ya no de no strategy all of a sudden say na koma ya ya mama na so hospital so na obi ot TV so na no cha ya che no de no call we NI we be NI for custody ade oso yare mama no so ade che ye no other hospital the same playbook no and I want to be ampa.
Yeah, friend me she aso yare.
The same so and Makata say these are cowards. It's a playbook, it's a tactics of my employee. And the obia na no de na okasa gidi no. But has other pafia bi so na one what is say akra bi other be say we no sro TV so ke cancer hunu ni na say for us we are to me. And the political and we say we nim nyansa na we nya power who di bedi wo you make enemies for yourself. Yeah. Obake kan sema eni say yaka by the time obehunu na kachi. And you see when they do these things the common people no more honor they don't respect them all. Asemba and Makata say young people are becoming very wise MPP for sorrow call Wontumi no majority of the people leading are the top executive patriot no your friends say could be a control to social media say patriot go to Adenta Kumi's house na oko comment na say ba ko a me say me wirem feeded ba bia me ko bia me ka obi say odwan when you were eating the your friends saying royal ladies did you remember us General Secretary obi say odwan when you were chopping the your friend saying royal ladies, did you remember us? And what kind of comment in a was here when you beje? A child said young people are increasingly becoming very intelligent. We need to me now they talk about my girlfriend. What they so say and for corner as for now. But TV so defend that would never be done anywhere. Young people are becoming very intelligent. Our emotional attachment are not more politics in any hot because Chroma Nipanya to me or move on for when you or friend or cry on fat. And now I said yes, I won't alcohol defend when the person doesn't even respect you, he doesn't even know you. Say, Yenina, near my way, I see those in power will begin to act wisely. Now, who said? When I mess up, the people down there will not go on TV or go sit and defend me. And elsewhere, it is what it is. And never manipa to me or the yes said yes or the make positive impact on people. When you do that, there are some tuna. The people will come to your aid. Sure. Last time I catch you, South Korea, there was a time I'm called Jessica. Now I buy into Mintia. Do you know what the people did? The people of South Korea airline up over the street of Seoul. When we are 10,000, we know the aba. Almost can hear one. And a man for where Obu gold, Obu silver, almost sound like the command buying a buying JJ, Sa Omoja Padena on Obu the gold chain, Jenna Tona for Kutiaka. You can Google us there because the people felt a buying yes or yenina. Or ya the papa near my name Koye, and willingly the people line up on the streets of Seoul. They contributed money, gave it to the government to go and pay the debt.
National donation.
Yes, that is what people do. But that can only happen when you treat the people with respect, dignity, and you know, say, they are and you are championing their cause. Now, Obana will champion the cause of your girlfriend or number for them as a forum. Niparomoto Abama, who know who fan and Yashe, who theatre the nice one. Do you think they'll come to your aid?
No.
And you should be calling the royal ladies to come to your house, not the MPP full soldier. No. Before Akufo know you hear me, and then others you hear me. They are even super hear me. Yeah. You understand? In as much as they do this politics, and benefit you be and say young people to me get it that emotions out of them. No, who's a politics, and you don't need to have any emotional attachment, but you need to have intelligent attachment. Make sure that you put people in position. Sabaya ombeya dia as a benefit in the power. They will begin to think twice. They will not take you for granted. Sure. You understand? And it's the reason why some of these characters, these jokers, who are not supposed to come anywhere close to power, and now when you're to me, and they are just dancing on the political stage, and then to me, you know. We are now focusing on John Mahama say Oche Wontumi. Now you say Wontumi on an he has no political value. And he said John Mahama per se or breaky MPP fronter. He will not go for Wontumi. Because no political strategists will design any strategy and say go for Wontumi. Oh no, there are the people who are taking vote away from the party. So those people you need them more like if I said Napoleon as a forum. Nobody will arrest such people. Just allow them to operate to their destructive best. You allow them. You understand? So I think that Neemana Abrante na yene Ghana is a serious country. Kakufo is a court to me. Yeah. Because of the air cost, because there were reports, evidence. Neema be there, this Abrante way or stay forest. And then nobody is talking about the destructive nature of the business in forest reserve. Yes, Western Regional. Neema Makwaye no hono, enya de ketwa, be in Nasifo. Nina, these are things we should talk about. Now, Omani Yentimi and yet, and some of these people, Yentimi and Jelly or more man, very often a show or cover a giant sakaka. Me say, people will lose trust in government because the Equity amount for reason is just a show a cover. I think that they need to make sure that this gentleman is sent to court. Nasa Oboko, Nasa Odipima, Uncle Fie, Nasa Odifosa indeed was say or Maya Japadia. He should be answerable. You would say, Sabaya, MSF was a corona a woman, and yet here from Kwanako jail. Nambum, politically exposed individuals who are so called powerful no, can also have a taste of jail. What I say, Sabaya MSF as a lesson to even people in government today. Because when you're 2 minutes, you for no for down for Adian, say, people among for the Shasia baby, your friends, companies, a bit be in the name of others. Sabaya, I think the government need to focus on some of these things. Now, say, Abanya Hukrana sa what the Kwajia, you should not say in the future also
Yeah.
Because power no is not about satisfying your greed. It is about empowering people. That is what should be the focus.
Would deliver.
Oh, Dabi.
Oh.
Now, so Gina, you're the man, no. You're the man that's a party in the man. Oko Masloga. That has always been the no playbook. People go for the loans. Yeah, the cars and as for they don't pay. Go in the party in the man. You understand? We need to change this concept. Now make sure, sir. Or mine, no. Nipa be oha. Omu hiyam waka krebi. But why they're connecting it to wine? Or my team, you need to know somebody answer. Now, no, make us obi person call military, obi person call police. These are the most dangerous job. For instance, oko bank, I say police in the bank, the new credit and the phones. I'm robber bar. When I wear first target to be cool.
Yeah.
But all co remuno, yes, you are bribe. Why else were in America when you are enlisting into the army? The very moment I'm enlisting, you'll be given $1,000 as a bonus for enlisting. Because a dangerous adventure now take. Ghana have police and forces soldier for call and as for them. But internally, there are other staff of which means you anytime.
Yeah.
You need a soldier for who mining site and then as for them.
Sure.
So these are things that you don't need to take anything away from the person. But then your just system universities on himself offer nipa 100. Or best sell forms over 2,000 a month for a job 1,000. Or we are now shortlisted 800 for interview. What job 500. Or we are now 200. Now, the state air bokro no as ma make they know.
Exactly.
They know. That is why law school who say the your friends say law school bill be back. I be regulated. Because that is what some of them are doing. Shortlisting huge people taking, they will rob them at the end of the day, you know. Now, the fact crab in form. Why not complain at channel? These are some of the things that you had to be money part to change some of these things. Because the whole essence of power, and they say, down there people, no, and your focus is not about those in power. It is about the ordinary man walking, you know. How does the person feel the impact? There be American dollar, and some say dollar, and yes, a tear from the who here in the power. Say, my mere cosia cost shops or cotadia over feeling passam, $1 and how do we crack down on Sabaya near my Boba form? This should be the focus. Yet me, yes, I near my way. A man for begin to have trust once again in this. So, to me, dear. Onwa abrabo boy and I catch up with him. And I think say I buy some modernity example and not just Wontumi. There are several other people you see in as a forum from watching report no ho and some other individuals. Obia why yes I near man be we need to punish them. Why yes I nya tefa so ya makacho say obia baye de ope okroma saying. And yes I na man for you see answer na John beba power no. Campaign time, no bet ya. I want to say NDC and MPP in
yeah.
What I say?
Sure.
So this is the time to change the narrative. Say no, and yet the same thing. With the bonia, we will punish you just to make you know, sir. And yet I scratch my back, you scratch my back. No. So yet me make it this difference. Now, man, for ya, people will have trust, and they want to me. They know more. And I question Chief Justice there. No. We should just flash that particular thing and focus on the main issue. Because aside this, that's what called you sika, yoko for a fro.
Yeah.
Apart from contractor, road contractor, wouldn't to me a contractor will grow my name. Or sign Dria Bro, or sign to Galamsey. Now, any political power no be a dinner who attach yanka. This guy will come. On one account, as I'm saying, oh, free which the back room, I say, no, or Jijam for that not anymore as a security officer. In one of his interview, on one account, but all of a sudden, he's the richest person in this country because of some of this illegal activity, because his political party is in power. So, you see, the impression is that. So what get attached to political party, you can easily become rich overnight. Ghana and Kwano bit music but Adumo you'll be him. Adia or you'll be him, and some of them engage in illegal activities. Me, I'm not accusing him, but I'm saying, sir, he should go and face the law. So I know the day no to me church and in Semunasa on Fomembra, they should leave him go. But what Fomembra, I think that should take it course.
That is so.
Wontumi. I always say me, naturally, I am a serious person in life. I don't like to discuss these miscreants, but I question my adjuma, my nya bese. Bikura me mpe o mani.
Na no asem ni ntia.
I say I want to me pa de. Bikura me ani.
Oh, how energy.
I mean, why would I have to be doing that if not for the sake of Serbia? I bet now Mani nyina kasa fo so na be here say and discuss here. I mean, he is not worth my breath, but for your sake and for the sake of a team for the first of all, Wontumi is a hardened criminal. So you don't treat a hardened criminal with kids' gloves. Sebi, with the security architecture of this country, I know, say, we have great professionals. Great professionals are, I mean, or more record, in terms of dibia, kura pene, modern bo, war, a jumo my yim, the wealth of experience a crowd, They don't need the general public to dictate to them as to how to do what. Because the last time I checked, Nipa oye in charge of national security, oye pussy ni mapa.
Our bing.
Our bin womrem.
Our basic.
Lawyer ni mapa.
Yeah.
Our bin. Sebi. Or one who Brazilian so. And yes, sir, or the nim the name me man hoso, me man a betri so. Debbie. Oye very down to earth, but very strict to the core. Very, very strict to the core. And he really understands his mandate. That's at the apex of the security architecture. The last time I checked, Unu, Ghana police, the police service, from time immemorial to date. So, Musi Omanya Ubia, what rises through the ranks from recruit to IGP. That journey, Because he virtually started from scratch to where he got to. Today. Okay, time and I'm a board parade,
Yeah.
And I'm a kosher pussy phobia. And I'm almost say, yeah, may board parade, I'm sorry, I'm on your home, you know, who list to your home bonnet, I can't do it with Dini, we say, okay, so say, free war. Why not more over? Apostle for no more men cabe because no be a quacker. We grass said you'll be on your machine. Omo war is Legon, Errata Hotel, side or no mujna. Up so you knew any epe. You knew only nim nipaye. Tio, only the nim de nipaye. The last time I checked, Nipa oye IGP Ogana Hano, on this Adam Pari and I dream wabuto. We nim the Nina Senia or what Tima Wabadaye. And the word Rambo style now or more Kekano. You know, on yet, now even at the operational level, at the Ghana Police Service, Nipa UNO, United Nations. Etimiton sa friend say, Omra metre, Omo policing. Vansgareba, Onya nipa, sebi, oye abanya.
Yeah.
I think say he's the first to have attained that pedigree. And no crano, Dan Paria Mananko, the last year. I said the whole world not police for me and son. He was the first. Onko, Dan Parin sign craft, Hamano, Onko, Nunko, Suya, de Kekeno. Dan Paris or Manenko. Because Dan Parin, who say, was Aquano or IGPU, but Aquano were advancing the course internationally. It's not as if, say, John Mahama, I said that in Kophobia, Sebi, Womo, Adrimo Boto, to say, Wontumi, and or say, Montatano, baby. Wontumi say, or no anamwa, ni sun, ni shadow, crampono, tormented on one. So, wakukutira
na
so da ye bone ade na wontumi aye ne yemusa se impo John Mahama ono ye mampani so ye sa de na obefa ne ho adi ana because John Mahama cannot walk to Exim Bank and say Exim Bank give me $10 million ade am se me de kwa akodua bro obi anso nim se John Mahama he's a farmer and the farm no ne sasu bi ni ho John Mahama papa omo farm Iye Mahama unim say ono na efidi Ghana efidi part of Nigeria almost half of Nigeria the rice farm in the north and John Mahama ko na afuom a me hu afu e wo Ghana ha it is the technology the input the work input no they akọ nya asem ketwa and so on call Exim Bank enko ka say ye money bosia wa bra wonu ni maduane dua enoba dua obetime nya so fa so kra de atua ne ka no won koje ye wo koje ska na wo de grow medamase wo ji ska na no de to excavators no de ko hyenwura nim sika na wo koje ye no he had the tacit support of Akufo-Addo because Akufo-Addo na ye na konta no ena omu ko bie company ye friend na konta mining na se wudi uti akwaje akire ma Akufo-Addo a na se ma ba na Akufo-Addo say Justin Kodua mon to party for num he we ye party ba na ukodi wuntumi achi kobu na mu a mimi hu a mesrew ena ubegina kwanche be sresre sika so a mi hu a metintesu agu so because what Jimmy no abohunta te se kwata de Jimmy no the takasini te se ship because twenia ya de a wuntumi ene Justin Kodua ne DJ Caleb na nabi nom ene renkanfo twenia ya de a party ba ese ohia adwuma ye te se de na minua innocent ken obi peso ja akọ obi propose akọ je so ko tua bribe party ba ohia employment this will tua bribe enti wuntumi onya nwie ye
okay
we yoko for na yen omadwuma ofri yoko a obekọ NIB ofri NIB a e wo se kwan bia so no enkofo a wagigi o musika ne neoma no forestry for so crowd in beko court na e wo so ye reclamation of insase a wase no kwaye mu nyina se asase bia no yese wo betimi aya every hectare bia no you need about $40,000 and so wetimi ama asase no say ya ase no etimi asa back to life $40,000 you can ask the lands minister Ora Makufibua say how much does it take to do reclamation obeka kire it is obi assign mine asase kwaye na won say kwaye na Akufo-Addo sa de mra beta na ti say oh wuntumi nti ma menya mra say mra se bedua monya mra ma ne say obetima boy wura kwaye mu we nyina timi asi na John Mahama ohutiwni Yohani suboni aba say wo baba betutu nioma ye nti efre bibi reset na wakwa akwati wuntumi say mo make sure say obe answer all the questions are na kwemu a na oti baabi na oso ntiase a epo no da bia me catch you say unika eska mema obi
na akotom
ekwa epo na da ya no kwose no kwose po no ose wontiase na wuntumi ati wuntumi me hu say Ashanti region for chairman for omatro statement na ayi atuma enwa bia je o kwa man atuma chairman yes or secretary or interview na aban no ofa mranya adwuma mo meche ba bia John Mahama fa mranya adwuma ebia ni tokonu die na otietia ne fa hudie so beche ba bia mra no John Mahama fa nya adwuma inene ke so se John Mahama fa nya mranya adwuma court no yantum court go to court.
All right.
Na ma yen yafuwe enkwa didi.
Okay.
Na ma ya adwene no sebi enkoda. Na mo tete yasuwe ye penyansa sem na atie. Mo ko opposition. Boy ya bu mu nyina ati mo ko opposition mo nkotena se na mo mpe adwen papa bi nwe. Ena ko ade achi aka ena ko wuntumi we ya chini wuntumi we ne so fa so wo ma we mne den. A ya ko bo nchenku. Na em se John Mahama the way and suban it in affect him ubia the akumatoye mu na ka we mu no e kanye ayi o won se na esi gwa gabi achim premre bi no ka we na ka di kobokof na dia test na mujna horse so because it's an unlawful gathering.
Yeah.
And you cannot allow for things to be festering like this. Chankofo kobon tenku o baby say now unlawful gathering till kwa bia be fa so be disperse omo no I was all disperse omo. Okay. Let me expect to say omo investigating no yes omo faring court no ma court remanding no court remanding we are because we high flight risk Wontumi jani se sie obekwa kofa togo adwane etire mun detain no as long as lawful no mun detain no etimo fa ne court na mun koje remand e fa nto ne so because investigation mu ja no rum akoma de ko mun nyire ne pampe opim say emra ne ni be differentem so onya ne ho twitwa di a onfa onya ne ho twitwa ni di a oni o man ne nkonhye
May I say, Harrison,